Welcome to Nashville's Broadway. This is what most tourists come for. The lights, the music, the bars, and the fun. But let's be honest, do you really want to spend your whole trip among drunk, sweaty, sometimes puking people? Think about the headache and the hangover that you might have the morning after hitting the town in Nashville. And whether you really want to still be hearing loud music and partying people because you stayed down there. I'm telling you, where you decide to land for your weekend can make or break your trip to Nashville. So let me show you some nearby options that I would take any day over staying downtown. Hey, fellow travelers. So if you're heading to Nashville, but you don't want to stay amid the honky-tonks and the party hoppers, I have got a tip for you. We're in East Nashville. It's got a really cool laid-back vibe. It was a $6 Uber ride from Broadway, and it's one of the trendiest neighborhoods in Nashville. First, let me set the stage. This was an extra special trip, a girls' getaway with my daughter who just turned 21 and my best friend who, along with myself, just turned the big 50. We wanted to celebrate somewhere fun, so we chose Nashville. But we also wanted to relax, enjoy some of the culture, sleep in, and walk to brunch. All those things that you don't want to do while dodging drunk people who are still on the streets because, if you haven't heard, downtown Nashville is truly nonstop. Instead of a hotel downtown, we chose a cozy home exchange in one of Nashville's historic but trendy neighborhoods. East Nashville is pretty much writing its own song. It's a whole different world from Broadway, which is literally just a couple miles down the road. Here you'll find the cutest houses. It's an eclectic mix of historic buildings and newly rebuilt family homes. It's truly a vibrant tapestry of local artists, cool shops, murals on street corners, and amazing restaurants galore. One of my favorite finds in East Nashville was this place, Olive & Sinclair.
It was built in 1890, redone in 1910. We have kept the original bones of the building, but turned it into a chocolate factory.
It's a quirky and cool chocolate shop in a historic building right down the street from where we were staying. The tour guide was awesome, and the chocolate, this bourbon caramel that I brought back for my husband, even better. And this cute little bungalow, that's our home exchange for the weekend. It was literally walking distance from some of the best spots in East Nashville, like Lockland Table, Urban Cowboy, and the International Tea Company, which had a whole wall of amazing loose leaf teas and another one with coffee. East Nashville has loads of Southern charm, old churches, red brick fire stations, and even places to get out and burn off those calories in the morning. One of my favorite things to do when I'm out of town is wake up early before anyone else and go exploring in the neighborhood. This morning I found Shelby Park, which is this beautiful park right around the corner from where we're staying. Miles and miles of trails. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pond back there. There's a golf course, a dog park, playgrounds. It's really peaceful and beautiful. So completely different from the scene that we saw in downtown Nashville just last night. And East Nashville isn't the only cool spot to stay in that'll give you a taste of true Nashville outside the honky-tonks. There's 5 Points, which is technically still on the east side of Nashville, but worthy of a mention all its own. It's literally at an intersection with 5 Points and plenty more restaurants, beer gardens, and beauty. A little farther outside of downtown, but still close enough to Uber for cheap, is a neighborhood called 12 South. Full disclosure, we went there exclusively to visit Reese Witherspoon's store, Draper, because really, who wouldn't want to live in a little bit of Reese Witherspoon's world if you could? But we loved the whole neighborhood with its charming boutiques and plethora of photo ops so much that we stayed just to shop and live a little bit of the Tennessee lifestyle. So there's my quick rundown and reasons why you should not stay in downtown Nashville if you're going to party in Nashville. But it seems just wrong not to throw in some of our top stops downtown, too. So here we go. There are more hot country star honky-tonks than I could possibly mention, but I can tell you one of the trendy new spots downtown that's totally different is called the Hampton Social. It's nothing like the neon lights and country music bar scene. Instead, it's dripping with pink flowers, lots of frills, and yes, more Instagram-perfect spots. If you want to learn a little something while you're in town, I recommend the Country Music Hall of Fame, which is 3 stories of history chronicling country music from the dawn of time to today. Video wasn't allowed inside, so here are a few photos for you. My other recommendation is the Johnny Cash Museum, which I have to preface by saying I'm not a huge Johnny Cash fan, but I thought this museum did a great job of sharing the life and times of this music legend, and honestly, it had me totally captivated. Finally, for a bit of spooky history, we did the haunted pub crawl in Printer's Alley, where many will tell you the spirits are still very active today. It's a vibrant part of the city just a few blocks over from Broadway, but with a completely different vibe that's more underground. Think speakeasies instead of cowboy bars. While Nashville is cool wherever you visit, if you're planning a party trip, give yourself a break from the bar scene and stay somewhere that's close to Broadway, but just a little cleaner and still just as cool. It turned our girls' weekend and birthday celebration into an unforgettable adventure. That's all for this time. Drop me a comment and let me know where you've gone lately that I should check out. In the meantime, thanks for watching and travel on, friends.